What's up, YouTube? It's Nick with Multi-Hunter 24/7, and today I got a little something special for you. Got another review video. The folks over at ODEPRO, if you don't know them, you need to check them out. Go on Amazon, look up ODEPRO. That's ODEPRO. It's going to be the KL62 Plus, and they were gracious enough to send me one to do a review on, and I really appreciate it. I'm way behind on this video, but nonetheless, here it is. So let's get this thing open and take a look at it. All right, comes bubble wrap. This box is inside another box, so they ship them really well protected. You ain't gotta worry about that, which these lights are so tough. We don't have to worry about that anyway. ODEPRO is a company who specializes in quality and cost-efficient lighting tools. It's on Amazon, and they have hunting lights, underwater diving lights, and then regular EDC flashlights. Okay, this KL62 Plus comes in 3 different configurations. Has red, green, and white, red, white, and infrared 850, green, white, and infrared 850. I chose the green, white, and infrared because one, with the white, I can use it as a regular light when I go to recover my game, or just having a nighttime flashlight. But the main reason I chose this one is because of the infrared. I can use it along with my night vision scope to help illuminate and get more visibility out of my nighttime videos. Before we go diving into opening this up and taking a look at it and actually getting hands on it, I will include a link to the product in the description of this video down below. I will also have a discount code that you can use to save you a little money. All right, some of the product features I'm going to read off to you of the KL62 Plus. First and foremost, it has a high intensity LED, and that LED has a 50,000 hour lifespan. That's a long time, y'all. So more than likely you won't ever have to replace that LED light. It's powered by one 18650 battery. That's 18650 battery, which is rechargeable. It's also got an innovative 3-color-in-1 lighting source switch, which the design allows you to instantly change colors by rotating the color selector switch without having to take your eyes out of the scope. No need to change out LEDs. The previous models, you had to change out the LED. So this new model, you don't have to do that. You can actually just change the color selector switch, which she'll show you here in a minute. The brightness can be adjusted from 2% to 100% by rotating the stepless dimmer tail cap switch or clicking the remote pressure switch. So 2% to 100%. So you can really dim this thing down low or also crank it up to real bright. Rotate the light head to zoom in or zoom out, which is the width of the beam. The green indicator light at the rear clearly displays the working status of the flashlight. So it's going to have you a little green indicator light. It is IPX6 rated. Waterproof, allows you to be used during heavy rain. So not submersion, but heavy rain, you can use it. It's made from precision machined high-grade 6061 aircraft aluminum. Comes in a matte black finish and it's non-reflective with military-grade type 3 hard anodization. Its versatile usage as a handheld, scope-mounted, or rail-mounted light. So as far as the specifications, the beam distance under the green color is 55 yards, or as a spotlight, it's 376 yards. The beam distance when you're using the white is 100 yards, and the spot beam distance is a spotlight is 586 yards. So this thing will reach out there, folks. I'm talking out there. And in runtime is 1 hour and 50 minutes under the white. Because it's so bright, it does kick down the runtime a little bit, but not much. I mean, from a max of 2 hours and 20 minutes to 1 hour and 50 minutes, that's straight runtime before it decides to start going out on you. And it needs a recharge. The body diameter of this light is 1 inch around, The head diameter of the end of the light is 2.09 inches around, and the length is anywhere between 5.71 inches in length to 6.10 inches in length. It depends on if you're using that, which cap you're using, tail cap. So let's open this thing up and check it out. They send it really well. They send it in a smaller box inside a bigger box wrapped in bubble wrap, so they really protect it. But there's really none even need for that, because it has a nice carrying case with two little flip wheels. It's all encased in foam. It's got the user manual, the warranty card, spare O-rings, the charging unit, which is a USB cable type, comes with another box right here. Inside this box, it's actually got one style of a gun mount. You can put this on top of your scope right here, and then put the light up here and cinch it down like that. Here is another type of mount. This is your rail mount. This little secondary mount here is awesome. Okay, you put this around the flashlight. It's the body itself, and then if you're not using it on an AR 15 or any other kind of firearm that has a rail already, then you can use this one. Then attach it to the rail. Then use the knob. You can use a screwdriver or your fingers to give it a good snug. Once I get it actually mounted, I'll actually use a screwdriver and really cinch it down to where you don't get no movement. So it's pretty cool, because this is got its own rail system included. Okay, so like I said, if you don't have a firearm like an AR style type rifle or any other kind that already has a rail, it actually has a rail that you can mount and use here with it. Here's the two batteries. And these are 18650s, 3.7 volts. Comes with two of them, which is awesome. All right, folks, this is where this light really differs from the old KL52 Plus series. This KL62 Plus, instead of having to unscrew and change out the actual LED on the KL52, this KL62 allows you to actually switch, okay, from green to white to infrared, just like that, okay. And then it's got this dimmable tail cap, so you can actually twist it, and we'll showcase this later. But this is just awesome right here. You go from green to white to infrared. It does have a little bit of a clicking noise, but as long as you're careful, you ain't gotta worry about spooking game. And normally you're gonna be at a distance where you don't have to worry about that. But this dimmable part is a game changer in my opinion, because say I've got it mounted up on the gun, and I know there's hogs out there. Okay, they always recommend you have the light, the gun up kind of, and then slowly lower it on the hogs without spooking them, instead of just bam turning it on straight on them. And because a lot of times if it's straight on them and you blast them with it, they'll take off running. So this, you can have it down low and then gradually increase the brightness with the dimmable switch, or dimmable knob, excuse me. Just gradually increase it, and then you're way less likely to alert game and hogs and stuff like that at night when starting off low and going to its brighter setting, rather than just flashing the brightness on them. So, and then it also has this tail cap. Okay, so you got this tail cap, which is the dimmable knob, twist knob. And you got this tail cap. Which then has a cable and a Velcro attachment. Okay, so you use this Velcro right here, stick it to any part of the firearm where you want it, back on the stock, and then you attach it like this, just like Velcro. So brighter, dimmer, power switch in the middle. The cool thing about this tail switch is it's silent and it's more accessible. So if you have it on your rifle, you can actually literally just change it without making a noise with any kind of sound. It's way more user friendly when you're hunting at night, just to be able to just slide, make your adjustment, slide over to the trigger and let it fly. All right, so we're gonna take this cap off, pop a battery in here. Like I say, as a picture, positive down towards the lens. I have the tail cap now that has the knob on it, the dimmable knob. You push it to turn it on. All right, and you see, I'm going to show this to you at night too. But as you see, this is dim, and you can just get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, all the way to the brightest setting, and then dim it down to where it's lower. Get real nice and dim. I love this feature, y'all. This is white, then we go green, dim, brighter, and brighter, and brighter, all the way to its brightest setting. And then of course, for those of y'all, most everybody is, but for those of y'all who are not familiar with infrared, it's on the infrared setting now. The beam is invisible to the naked eye, but night vision picks it up and it just looks like daylight under there. So that's awesome. And I almost forgot, but it does have this lanyard here. So you can thread it through here and have a way to hold it on your wrist, you know, and not drop it so easy when you're walking through the field, or attached to any other thing with the lanyard. Now that I've showcased you all that and read you all the specs, let's go out in the field and see if we can't showcase even better. One thing I forgot to show y'all is the extra O-rings that it comes with. If you want to see where that's from, there's the little O-ring right there. That's what keeps it waterproof in the rain. But if that thing ever starts to dry out or whatever, that's the reason it comes with two extra ones. So they've really thought about it all, folks. I'm going to show you what this ODEPRO KL62PLUS can do. What I've got down here, I've placed a archery deer target at 100 yards, exactly at 100 yards. And it's pretty amazing what I'm about to show you. All right, so on the back of the knob, you got the dimmer switch. Okay, I'm just gonna crank it all the way up to the brightest setting. Folks, this is a bright light. It's on zoom right now. Just in case you can't tell, I am going to zoom in. And for the sake of video purposes, I'm not going to go beyond this, but I can tell you right now, this light would easily reach 300 yards. Because this 100 yard is light. If you can see now, it's not going to be real clear because I'm on 5x zoom already, but you see that deer target down there? This is with my phone. Sorry, the car's going by, we do live on the highway. But there's the deer target right there. The archery target is standing next to the fence. And it's very bright with the white light. That tree you see beyond the target is probably another 40 yards behind it. And look how it lights that tree up back there, folks. That's 140 yards. So 200, easy peasy. 300, don't have a doubt in my mind, at least reach out there to where you can see what was going on. But that is at the brightest setting, like I say. Now I'm gonna change the from spot to flood. Back it up so where you can see. Now you can see so that big tree in the very background. It's about 140 yards. The target is in front of it at exactly 100 yards. This is in flood mode now. So you can widen the view out. And so I would say this field of view, with it completely widened out at the brightest setting, from this fence to the right you see, which is beyond these pine trees, you see the fence line on top of the T-post, from that to the right over there to in front of my wife's car, which is the reflector in front of my truck, that is probably a 50 yard span, 45 to 50 yard span. So I'm gonna say no problem at all. This field of view, expanded, zoomed out, is probably 50 yards. Shooting and hunting purposes, with a light like this, I wouldn't be afraid to easily see the target through a scope. This is just a cell phone camera. Through the scope, probably, you could probably reach out and touch them at 250, maybe beyond, but to be ethical, I'd keep it around that range probably. I'm very impressed, y'all. And then zoom it back out one more time. Okay, now we're gonna start zoomed out with the green. All right, so this is at the brightest setting. I'm gonna go down to the dimmest. Dimmest is right here, super dim, which would be great for walking into your blind or deer stand in the morning time, not to spook game out. It's nice and dim where you can see what's in front of you, especially during bow season when the snakes are still crawling around here. You can see the ground in front of you real good because rattlesnakes do crawl this time of year. So, going into a tree stand, a bow stand, rifle blind, whatever, going in the dark to a new place, no problem at all. Let's go ahead and brighten it up. Of course, you know what I'm looking at because I showed you with the white light first. But that is flood. Awesome, just awesome. What a light. Recovering game with this thing is gonna. I've bought another light similar to this in the past. This one smokes it. This is a game changer. All right, anyway, I'm on the deer target right there. I know with it being green, it's hard to see. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So you can see the deer faintly right there. Actually, the deer actually shows up a little bit better with the green light than it does with the white. I guess because of the way the lighting is on my phone. But this is 9 power zoom on my camera. Just awesome. Look how it illuminates those trees, y'all. This one's probably at 15 yards. The second one's probably at 30 yards. The one beyond that, which you can see the trunk of, is probably 50 yards. And with it on flood mode, you can't see that back fence, but that's not what it's designed for in that mode. That's why you want to dial it in. And that's where you want it when you're wanting to go hunting. Really zone in on your animal, your varmint. Obviously, you can't hunt deer with spotlights. I'm not condoning that at all. This is just to show you I put my deer target out there. But for pig hunting, varmint hunting, anything like that, this light is awesome. I like it. All right, here, folks, I'm actually fixing to showcase the infrared portion of this KL62 Plus ODEPRO light. Right here, it's kind of on flood mode and low intensity or low brightness. You can actually turn the knob and increase the brightness, which I am fixing to do. There you go. You can actually see how bright it is. I've got it zoomed in all the way to the spot. That's why I had that square type shape to it. Whenever you focus it down into a spotlight format all the way, it's a square shape, and then as you broaden it out, it will actually expand and kind of flood out the whole area, more of a floodlight than a spotlight. But this infrared works great. Sorry for being unsteady. I'm using my ATN scope. It's a night vision scope, but I'm not using the infrared light that came with that scope. And that one's mounted to it. So I'm actually holding this ODEPRO next to the scope to show how bright it can get and how well it works. I'll be honest with you, I believe this ODEPRO infrared works better than the infrared light that's actually came with the night vision scope. Look at the clarity and see the dark edge to the right. That's just because of me not being able to hold it exactly in the right position, but you can obviously see how well it picks up and showcases the target. This is an archery target of a deer, a buck deer, and that little dark patch you see the trees there kind of got offline with the holding there. But when I get back over here, there's the target again. I can't say enough about this. The only reason, like I say, is you see darker now. It's just me being unsteady with the actual light because I didn't have it mounted. I was just holding it and just to show how bright it can get. But the infrared is awesome. No complaints. Be swapping out the one that the ATN scope came with and probably putting this ODEPRO on there. I just really like the way it illuminates, and look how bright that is. That is gorgeous right there. I mean, if anything was walking through, obviously we're not hunting deer at night because that's illegal, so definitely not condoning that. I'm just doing this target for the purposes of this video. But if you was to have a pig being a dark color, see that dark color on the lung area is really showing up. So most pigs are of a dark colored nature, wild hogs anyway. And so if you had them showing up in the area, it would be no problem at all to pick them up. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this review video of the ODEPRO KL62PLUS light. If you would, hit the thumbs up, give me a like, maybe even tap that bell so you can be notified of future content. And I just want to thank everyone for watching and all your support. Have a nice day.